find it very believable. Gender variance is still one of the questionable areas for a lot of people. Full disclosure, I'm genderqueer. I don't identify as male or female. I didn't figure this out until literally the last 3 or 4 years. I'm very open about all my other variations. Hi, I'm polyamorous, I'm pansexual. No problem, I'll talk about that with just about anybody. We get to the part about, oh, and yeah, I don't identify as male or female. I tend to be a little bit hesitant about that. So if a professor says he, because most people read me as male, I don't usually correct them. I don't feel safe correcting them. I can imagine. Now, okay, at the same time, I know a lot of younger students here, the more traditional age students that talk about, yeah, they were out in their high school. I'm so happy for them. I'm so proud of them. I mean, that is wonderful. I wish I had had that kind of courage. Well, I had no idea when I was younger, but I'm so glad they feel comfortable doing that. One way, just flat out, talk more about it. There are more people that either identify outside the binary or don't identify as the gender they were assigned at birth. That's actually a lot more common than most people realize. So a little bit of an example. I mean, just educate the professors. I have had, without naming specific names, I have had professors, and I'm a computer science major. I have had professors that will get into examples of data types, binary, on, off, and they'll inevitably go for gender. And even some of the term here, cis people. Cis is you identify as the gender you were assigned at birth. Even I've had even some of my friends that are cis, they hear that and they'll just stiffen up and just like, well, what do you mean by that? It's like, well, okay, calm down, it's okay. It's like, no, it's not okay. But just that basic education, tell people, it's like, look, don't use that as an example. You would never use race and say there's black and white and nobody else counts. You would never say that, and people would be horrified. Professors would be horrified. But they feel okay saying that with gender because a lot of times they don't know any better. Another thing Parkside in particular can do is promoting the preferred name policy. A lot of other colleges in the UW system actually have this already, where they will say, yes, my birth name, my legal name is this. I prefer you call me this. And by the way, these are my gender pronouns. That promotes not only a better environment for a lot of people. That's just a better environment because I may not want to be Frederick McDonald. Don't call me Fred. No, I'm Fred. Other people may have different reasons for using different names, not necessarily related to their gender. Promoting the safe zone training for a lot of professors. Now, some of them will just say, yeah, that doesn't really, why do I need that? That doesn't apply to me. But if a student doesn't feel comfortable coming into your office and talking to you because they're perceiving you as homophobic, transphobic, racist, whatever, that's not a comfortable environment for them. That's not something, they're not going to feel comfortable talking with you about anything. Obviously, yes. Just in general, like I said, I think a lot more people, there's a lot of people who don't realize how common it actually is. And not just with people that actually do identify as something other than the gender that they were assigned, but there's so much variation. There's so much variation with even within cisgendered people. Not all cisgendered women behave in a given way. So a woman who might be a bit more tomboyish, um, she's still female, and that's, and recognizing that yes, there is variation even within that subset, doesn't make them any less female.